Well, good afternoon, my friends. How are you? What can I do? Okay. Woo! I'm fired up. I'm fired up. You have no idea. You have no idea what we have going on around here. Hold on. I can't. Shit. All right. Looks like I got a problem here with StreamYard. I will figure it out. Don't worry about it. We got a little problem going around here in Stillwater, Oklahoma. You see this kid in the thumbnail? He is in a big load of trouble. Actually, he was. Before I get to it, let's tell everyone good afternoon and say welcome back, friends. Hold on, what the hell is going on here? Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Can you all hear me? Getting really tired of that bullshit. All right, I'm going to put some music on while I reset the show. Is that okay? What do you all want to hear? I'm going to go ahead and go with my fave. And then I'll have to reset the show. Okay, I'm back. I had to get the show reset after StreamYard stuck it in and broke it off. Everyone okay? Can I get an amen? Can I get something, please? That was stressful. Come on. That was stressful for your old friend Brooks. I don't work that good under pressure. Now, hold on. Let's see. Okay. Everything's back. Woohoo! Woohoo! Woo! That was stressful. Okay. Let's restart. And Ilyanka said, your angst song, Brooks. No. When I play 1998, Devil Without a Cause, it's how I get my housework done. Okay. Because the first track is ball with the ball. Okay. And so you get things done real fast. And then you go to other tracks. By the time you get to Only God Knows Why, you know it's just time to dust. It's the perfect album to listen to when you're cleaning house. Telling you. All right, let's tell everyone hi again and give a big middle finger to StreamYard. All right, we have a little issue going on here in Stillwater, Oklahoma. And you know who doesn't give a F about it? Payne County, Oklahoma. Look who's covering this. This is Jesse Butler. Let me see if I can put his picture up here now, since StreamYard's being somewhat nice. Okay. Where is that fat bastard? Let me find him real quick. All right. Here we go. There he is. Jesse Butler. His dad is very influential in the county, Payne County. His dad sends a lot of money, and I mean a lot, to Oklahoma State University. An appointed judge decided that all of these charges were going to be charged as a youthful offender. Okay, I'm going through this right now. Who doesn't care? I don't see KOTV talking about it. I don't see KJRH. I don't see KTUL. Look at this. News Nation. Fucking Facebook. YouTube. Okay, here's News 9. Hang on. Here we go. Let's see. And that's out of Oklahoma City.
First here at 10 o'clock, a lot of people are upset tonight after learning a Stillwater teenager pled no contest to several counts of rape and strangulation, only to be sentenced to a year of counseling and no jail time. Thanks for joining us. I'm Craig Day.
And I'm Lori Fulbright. Jesse Butler was charged as a youthful offender after two different girls reported he sexually assaulted them repeatedly and threatened to hurt them if they told. News on.
Oh, hold on. That's my news. That's KOTV. Why does it say Channel 9? How weird.
This is Chloe Abbott is live with more on the case for us. Chloe.
Craig and Lori, we're calling the victims Jane and Sarah. In Jane's victim impact statement, she says she wasn't only abused and strangled by Jesse Butler, but doctors told her she was 30 seconds away from dying when he strangled her. She says even though she survived, the abuse haunts her and she will never be the same. An affidavit says the first victim, Jane, dated Jesse Butler for about 3 months starting in January of 2024 when he was 17. She says he repeatedly raped and tried to rape her and would strangle her if she refused. She says she had to get surgery on her neck after being strangled, and her scar will remind her of the violence she suffered for the rest of her life.
Shonda said he was 17 at the time of the crimes. He's 18 now and still up to no good. No shit. No shit. If you live anywhere in Payne County, Pawnee County, Ofuskee, Osage County, I don't give a rat's ass where you live. You stay away from this man. Legally, he is a man. He is. And I'm so pissed this happened. I don't give a rat's ass what his daddy gave. to Oklahoma State University. I don't give a rat's ass about the president that appointed the judge. I don't care. Your job is to judge. Neither the prosecutor or the defense recommended this sentence. The prosecutor was looking for 78 years, considering how dangerous Jesse is. Okay? The defense said 20 years would be fair. He was working on that. This bitch decided to charge him as a youthful offender, and he's got to be counseled for a year. And 150 hours of community service. Are you kidding me? There are people in Coweta, Oklahoma that got caught with a bag of fucking weed that have to do 5 years of community service. This judge, she's got connections, and I mean big ones. And I'm pissed about this. I'm going to call them here in a second. Just take this in.
Life. She says he threatened to kill her and her family if she ever told anyone. Another affidavit says in March of the same year, Butler started dating the second victim, Sarah, and the relationship lasted for about 6 months. Sarah said Butler was aggressive and violent, and she went along with his sexual advances in order to avoid being hurt. She says he strangled her when she refused, and Butler even videotaped him strangling her until she passed out, and police found the video on his phone. Sarah's mother told the judge Butler manipulated Sarah and violated her safety, trust, and innocence.
He is a real right piece of shit, okay? And go ahead and write down this day. Today is October 21st, 2025, 1:03 p.m. Central. Write it down. I'm telling you, he will reoffend. Fucking youthful offender. You know what a youthful offender is? Stealing fucking bubble gum. Sneaking out a candy bar. Throwing a baseball through a neighbor's window. A youthful offender does not stick the end of a baseball bat into a girl's rectum. That is not a youthful offender. Not coming home when the lights come on, that's a youthful offender. Look at that piece of shit. What the hell does he think he's going to Colorado skiing? Look at him. Wearing Oakley sunglasses in the fucking courthouse. Look at him. Good God. Look at that sack of shit. Look at him.
And police found the video on his phone. Sarah's mother told the judge Butler manipulated Sarah and violated her safety, trust, and innocence. The judge sentenced Butler to be in prison, but if he follows the counseling plan created by the Office of Juvenile Affairs for the next year until he turns 19, he will never go to prison. If he breaks the law before then, he could have to serve some time.
I contacted Butler's attorney, his mother, and the Payne County District Attorney's Office for a statement, and I haven't heard back yet. The judge on this case told me no comment. Jane's family says the victims were let down by a system that favors the offender over the victim, and the courts need to do better.
All right, Chloe.
No shit, they do. Do your own research. Look at the judge. Look who appointed her boss, and look how she got appointed. I'm so tired of people being weak on crime. You know, if I walk out my door right now and I see my, let's say, my inflatable cat out there messed up, by God, I want some justice. This is getting real ridiculous around here. It really is. All right, so I'm going to show you like some nice things about Oklahoma, and then we're going to get the rest of the story because I'm getting heated up. Okay, I'm getting heated up. All right, so today in Oklahoma, we have a sick ass rapist on the loose thanks to a certain judge that did not take the advice of the district attorney, did not take the advice of the defense attorney, saying that his own client needed to be behind bars for at least 20 years. That's his client. Shonda said this is also the Payne County judge that if the accused is a student of OSU, they automatically disqualify from being able to attain court appointed. Doesn't matter if it's called scholarship or GI. Figures. So let's just take a deep breath, because I'm telling you, Oklahoma is actually a great place. But I'm telling you, sometimes when you dip in the punch bowl, you might find a turd.
We made it to Tulsa, Oklahoma, but where's Al?
Hello, ladies.
Can you take us for a ride?
Oh, come on in. Anybody hungry? We cruise down Route 66 to Mother Road Market, Oklahoma's only nonprofit food hall dedicated to supporting local entrepreneurs.
I'm Elizabeth.
Okay, so I'm trying to call the Stillwater Police Department and Payne County District Attorney because I want to know, as a taxpayer, the F they doing. Shonda, where are you? Shonda, can you grab the link, or are you busy? Him picking up cans or using a weed eater on the side of the road is not going to change his behavior.
Miss Ellison.
This is so cool. What is this?
This is Mother Road Market in Kitchen 66. So behind the scenes, we actually have a commercial kitchen that people can rent by the station, by the hour, as well as a training program that teaches the business side of running a food company. And Renaud and Gabby are graduates of that program.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. No wonder you guys graduated. Right. With honors.
I think you got a.
Girl, you're up here and you're working. What you doing, girlfriend?
I'm working. But it's an office day, so I'm okay. Can you hear me okay?
Yep, I can hear you. So, how come when I call Stillwater Police Department? Oh, no, she's not there.
Also here, Nikki's Smokehouse, a sizzling spot specializing in Oklahoma-style barbecue.
Hi, Chef. How are you?
Do I see Hasty Bakes in the background there?
Yes, sir. I've got 3 custom made by Hasty Bake here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I've got some ribs ready to come off the grill if you guys want to come out.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I didn't mean to lose you. But
No, that was me.
No, my StreamYard's been acting up. Don't worry about that. Exactly what the hell is going on in Payne County, Oklahoma?
I'm thankful that I live way the hell out in the country. It's been crazy. And then, the shooting after homecoming and I guess, and then all of this. And I'm really glad that Beigeville picked this up because it definitely needs the attention, because this isn't just the only issue that Payne County has swept under the rug. There's lots that we don't hear about. There's lots that don't make it to the news. And as a mother with kids that are of that age, like it's terrifying. My daughter, my 19, she's about to be 19 on Friday. She knows how to use a taser. She knows how to use pepper spray. And it sucks for her because she wants to go to the weed with her friends on Thursday night and go line dancing. What am I sending her into?
I mean, to the weeds? I mean, the weeds in Stillwater?
No, tumbleweed.
The tumbleweed? Okay, right.
Because they go line dancing, and it's terrifying. And this kid at this age and his arrogance, that arrogance was given to him, a level of arrogance over the years of his childhood, of his youth, of his early teen years. Like, he's been conditioned to be with that chip on his shoulder because of who his parents are.
By his pedophile daddy that says incest is fine?
It's appalling. And it's maybe everything's coming out now because we, as more of a collective, are able to look at this stuff and say, that ain't right. We're not going to look the other way anymore. Accountability. These people need to be held accountable. And the more that people gain that voice.
When Oklahoma does something, I mean, we fuck it up big time.
Oh my God, it's so embarrassing.
I mean, we have the whole Old Mulgee thing when people were chopped up in the river. We had the Jesse McFadden situation. Don't get me going on Oklahoma City and things that happen on Old Peoria. And then we have this.
It's ridiculous.
I mean, I want every news station to cover it. This is
me too. I was really surprised that it.
And his crazy ass dad that goes to that crazy ass church in Cushing, Oklahoma, that says it's better to keep everything in the bloodline and stuff like that. Well, here's the whole thing. Look at who the girls are.
That's scary.
Uh-huh.
Whenever you that's and if you think about it, wasn't there some weird church up around where the Idaho murders happened? Wasn't there one of those weird churches up there? It just seems like where these.
I mean, I personally like church. I mean, I'm Baptist.
No, this one was not one of your regular normal churches. It's borderline cultish.
Oh, okay, all right.
Oh, where they Mormons and they preach that.
Like Jehovah's Witnesses that keep coming by. I love talking to them. I mean, but they won't ever take a beer. So let's go back to this. Why the fuck would this judge care about this kid so much? To give him something called a youthful offender. You can't even find it in our court records. You can't find anything. It's a youthful offender because he was 17 and a half.
There's no way. There's no way. There's no way in hell. If that was to happen to me whenever I was 17 and a half, they would have locked me up and threw away the key.
Mm-hmm.
She is an OSU supporter, and his dad was on the board of athletics.
Yeah.
At OSU. So,
and he spoke to the Stillwater Rotary and said that, incest should never be considered a sexual assault.
And the acts that his son has been proven to have done to these girls, I guess, that just falls right on in with their religious beliefs. I mean, and we're going to.
Well, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, people have gone to jail for their religious beliefs before. I mean, hell, some people go to jail for their political beliefs.
Absolutely.
All right. So I'm going to, turn this off, and I'm going to try to call Stillwater police again. Hold with me. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Here we go. It's getting ridiculous around here. Judges need to go. Judges need to go. Judges need to go because they all act like hoes. And that's the truth. About fucking had it. All right, see, what is this?
You have reached the Stillwater Police Department. If you have an emergency, hang up and dial 911 now. You cannot be transferred to 911. If you need a police officer sent to your location, press 1. For police records or general information, press 2. For code enforcement or alarm permit registrations, press 3. For the city jail, press 4. For animal welfare, press 5.
I'll get the fuck out.
You have reached the Stillwater Police Department. If you have an emergency,
I have all day for
hang up
this.
and dial 911 now.
I have all day for this, Shonda.
Transfer to 911. If you need a police officer,
I got a full battery.
For police records or general information, press 2. For code enforcement or alarm permit registrations, press 3. For the city jail,
I'll just hit that because those people have nothing to do. Way to go, way to go. You want to talk about Shonda? This is
sorry,
James Moore
is not available.
I don't want to talk to James Moore. Okay, I'm going to call the courthouse. Let's get to this first, okay?
Yeah, I don't understand why you can't get a hold of nobody. That's crazy.
It's okay. That's all right. I mean, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
By instrument.
Okay, I'm going to start with this. 2 counts attempted rape. There was no attempt. Okay? He raped those girls. 3 counts of rape by instrumentation. Okay? 1 count sexual battery. But we can't see anything because he was charged or actually dismissed as a youthful offender. 2 counts of domestic assault and battery by strangulation. 1 count domestic assault and battery. That's one thing I don't understand. It can't be domestic when you don't live with someone. These are girls he barely knew.
Is that lesser? Like, I mean, not to us. I mean, we understand, but is that viewed as like
No, I mean, if I went across the street right now and punched Linda in the face, it wouldn't be called domestic assault and battery. I don't
Right.
live with Linda. Okay, that's Oklahoma state law. Someone has severely bent the law to make it look like something just happened.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Okie High said hello from Pokes Nation. As a Stillwater native, I'm disgusted. What's up, girlfriend?
Hey, neighbor.
Hey, neighbor. Hey, it's only 55 minutes on Highway 51 for you to come see me.
That's right. Hey, I'm wanting to bring the kids down to that pumpkin patch over in Glenpool. I've already been looking at it. It looks like fun.
You tell me when, and you come down. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And you'll have to use your imagination about what that means. But yeah, it is literal. 1 count of sexual battery, 1 count of forcible oral sodomy, 2 counts of domestic assault and battery by strangulation, and 1 count of domestic assault and battery. And while there were even more and way bigger charges that the state likely could have thrown at this kid, like attempted murder, the 2 alleged victims and their families had every reason to believe that the wheels of justice were hard at work on this case, both for them and for the accused, Jesse Mack Butler. And before I tell you what ended up happening, let me tell you why he faced those specific charges, what he actually did to those 2 girls. You should know that these details are extremely graphic. They are despicable, but they are critical to this story, especially when you find out how the judge came down in this case. So fair warning, trigger warning, what I'm about to list out for you is very uncomfortable to say and to hear. A police affidavit says a girl who's identified only as LS because she's a minor dated Jesse Butler for about 3 months, starting in January of last year. She was 16 at the time. And during that time, the victim said Butler repeatedly raped and attempted to rape her and would strangle her if she refused. The teenage girl needed surgery to repair the damage done to her neck by the strangulation. And her doctor told her that she would have died had that strangulation lasted another 30 seconds. The girl said that she gave in to Jesse Mack Butler because he threatened to kill her.
Just imagine.
That's the thing that gets me is the level of violence that is behind all of this, and they still treated it like he's 6 and don't know right from wrong.
No, they didn't treat it that way. The judge did.
Right.
The judge went against what the DA wanted, which was 78 years in prison.
Which is suitable.
The defense attorney said, his own attorney said, 20 years, 85% with good behavior would work. And she came in and said, okay, you're getting counseling for a year.
And just the level of violence that it got to right there should tell that judge that he's comfortable doing this. He stopped to get his phone out so he could redo it, so he could video himself. How many more videos? How many more girls?
Exactly, Shonda. He will re-offend.
Yep. And the next time they're gonna, he's I'm sure gonna be extremely careful as to not get caught before his 19th birthday. But I almost guarantee you that these girls that he is still currently texting. He is texting other high school students, other high school girls at Stillwater High. Hey, are you single? What's up? You want to hook up? And has he already done something else and already scared these girls into silence? It's terrifying to think about.
That's what I think about too, because I mean, he could do something to, let's say I'm 17 and I'm, and I'm with, Fat Boy.
Right.
Okay. And he does something to me. He can say, this is my name. I'm Jessie Mack Butler.
Yep.
I got away with it before.
Look at what I did to her. You see her neck? This is what I'm capable of. Like, he's a monster.
And this is one of the problems in our society. Children don't count, and girls/women do not count. I'm telling you right now, we don't. We do not count. We do not count. Because this youthful offender thing that the judge, who was appointed by a fucking president, and decided to say he was too young to know what he was doing.
No way.
Even though he breezed up the end of a baseball bat and stuck it into a young girl's bunghole, he knew what he was doing.
Yep. And he was doing it for gratification.
Mm-hmm.
And it's heartbreaking. It's absolutely just, I mean, you know that we walk next to these people every day. You never know who your neighbor is, really. You don't really know what's going on at the house on the end of the street.
They walk amongst.
And it's absolutely sickening. Like, he's comfortable. He's been here before. He's done this before.
Well, let me ask you this. When a dog tastes blood, what does the dog want?
Yep. We have a farm. We have animals on our farm, and
they want more blood. They want more blood.
We have chickens, and we've killed, or we've had to unalive and take it serious whenever we're losing chickens, because our dogs, and once that first taste is there, then it's done for.
And that's it. I'm telling you right now. And so when you get someone like this fat piece of shit, Jessie Mack Butler, he got a taste. He has been doing this for much longer than 17.
Yep.
Go ahead, write it down, because I have had it with these fucking people.
And he threatened to kill her family if she didn't give in. A separate affidavit says in March of last year, Butler took up with another 16-year-old girl identified only as KS. And that relationship lasted 6 months, but this teenager also said that Butler was aggressive and violent with her and says she went along with all the unwanted sex to avoid being hurt further. This victim also said that one time when she did refuse, Butler strangled her too. But get this, he recorded himself strangling her until she passed out. And lest you think this might be just a he said, she said, police later found that video on Jessie Mack Butler's phone. So that's what we call evidence. Jessie Butler pleaded not guilty to everything, as was his right off the bat. But in the coming months, for reasons that I will not pretend tonight to understand, the DA's office struck a deal with Butler's lawyers to change his status from adult to youthful offender. The victim's families begged the DA, please do not do that. Please, no. But in July, a judge decided to sign off on this. And in August, Jesse Mack Butler changed his plea from not guilty to no contest, meaning he knew there was ample evidence to convict him. And you should know that a conviction is the result of a no contest plea, right? That's what you get, convicted. By the way, I mentioned there were 10 counts before, but by August, there was one more. So the grand tally now stood at 11. The new count was for violating a protective order, which, oh my God, facing 10 felony counts and violating a protective order should have been a hell of a red flag for anybody, somebody. But the very same day that happened, Butler was sentenced to 78 years in prison, which sounds like a fitting punishment for somebody who nearly kills 2 teenage girls and rapes them repeatedly with all sorts of things. But
it is. It's disgusting. Okay, I'm going to try to call the DA. Give me a second. Speaker.
Hello, you've reached District Attorney Laura Thomas's office. Please select from the following options. Press 1 for the criminal division. Press 2 for the... District Attorney Laura Thomas's office.
Hi, my name is Brooks. I'm an investigative reporter. I had some questions about the Jesse Mack Butler case.
Okay, I have 2 options. I can take all your questions and send it over there to them, or I have a statement from the district attorney that I can email to you.
Can you just read it to me?
Yeah, I can. Hang on just a minute. Get the copy here. In response to the number of requests for comment regarding the state of Oklahoma's prosecution of Jesse Butler, District Attorney Laura Austin Thomas has provided the following statement. The District Attorney's Office carefully evaluates every case submitted for prosecution to determine the strengths and the weaknesses of the available evidence and potential defenses. The charges in this matter allege conduct by a 16-year-old male directed at similarly aged young women. Most crimes committed by persons under 18 must be filed in juvenile court where proceedings are confidential and have no potential for incarceration in the adult system. A significant number of more serious crimes provide the option of filing as a youthful offender. As a youthful offender, the accused has the opportunity for rehabilitation but can be transitioned to adult status and adult punishment if those efforts fail. A much more limited number of crimes allow the state to file charges in adult court from the beginning. The youthful offender sentence imposed against Jesse Butler requires him to complete his rehabilitation plan successfully, including an aggressive schedule of therapy with a specialist in sex offender treatment, and should he fail, he faces reclassification as an adult and a sentence of 10 years in prison. Years of experience tell us that juries often struggle with convicting defendants based upon delayed reports of sexual assault between people in ongoing consensual dating relationships, and the trial process can be very traumatic for the victims. Nonetheless, after consultation with the victims and their families, we chose to file this matter and to file it in adult court rather than juvenile court in order to bring the serious behavior issue into the public eye, and with hopes of avoiding a later reclassification of the case to juvenile status. In accordance with Oklahoma law, this filing decision then afforded the defendant the opportunity to seek certification of his charges to youthful offender or juvenile status. We explained that youthful offender was the most likely final outcome, particularly because the 2 counts of attempted rape were only alleged crimes among the 11 charged that even qualified the case for filing in adult court. And additionally, because existing law strongly favors providing offenders under 18 opportunity for rehabilitation. The ultimate resolution of the case reached without either victim having to testify or face cross-examination in a contested proceeding included the accused agreeing not to challenge any of the allegations and to be sentenced to the outcome described above, including the potential for imprisonment in a penitentiary. Do you still want me to send it to you?
Please, if you don't mind.
What is your email address, hon?
C as in Charlie, L as in Larry, 7/2020 at gmail.com.
I'll repeat that back to you and make sure I have it correct, okay?
Mm-hmm.
C as in Charlie, L as in Larry, 72020 at gmail.com.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
I have a really quick question.
Go ahead.
Did the families have any repercussion from, him being on the streets and already with other girls? I mean, telling them, that he got away with it once, he can do it again.
I honestly, I can't answer that question. I don't know, hon. I'm just a receptionist.
Okay.
I can pass your question on if you need me to.
No, it's really okay. I mean, you're just doing your job, baby. Don't worry about it.
Thank you. I greatly appreciate that.
Because I'm sure you're getting a lot of BS right now, people calling.
Yeah, we are all the way from California. So, all right, I will get it emailed to you just within the next couple of minutes, hon.
Okay, and have the district attorney call me ASAP. Okay.
I can get that request to her. I do not know that she will return your call. I'm just telling you, I will send the message over there. What's your phone number?
315-796.
Sorry.
315-796-0317.
315-796, and I heard 0717?
0317. Do you happen to have her? Do you know her cell phone number? I could call her real quick.
I'm not allowed to give that out, and I don't actually have it.
Okay. All right. I got you.
You said your name. What you said your name was Brooks? Is that what you told me?
Brooks. Yes.
Okay. Do you want me to include a last name or just leave it at that?
O''Jones. I actually live outside of Tulsa.
And you're a concerned citizen, attorney, newspaper?
Newspaper. I'll put it that way.
Okay. I'll get a message over to her, and I'll get that email to you.
Thank you so much, sweetheart. Bye-bye. Keep up the good work.
Bye-bye. All right.
Well, I tell you what, Shonda, it just gets worse and worse and worse and worse.
When she started talking about why they charged him as a juvenile, I about lost it. I about lost it. I don't have very much anyways, and what I do have, I just about lost. It's so frustrating.
It's frustrating for me since I found out I'm 46% Irish, and when I call and I tell people I'm Irish and I give them my last name, they don't have any respect for me. I mean, you call with a name like Supernaw, they come unglued. All right, I'm back to this, and I'm expecting a phone call.
As a youthful offender, Jesse Mack Butler was also entitled to special treatment, like a rehabilitation plan, which was drawn up by the Oklahoma Office of Juvenile Affairs, and that plan was presented to the court last week. This new punishment called for daily check-ins, weekly counseling, a curfew, no social media, and 150 hours of community service. Bam! They really brought down the hammer, huh? 150! Oh! That's like 3 weeks if you work really hard. This new plan is scheduled to stay in effect until Jesse Mack Butler turns 19, and that, my friends, is less than a year from now. So Wow, long punishment.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe.
This is not going to work at all. I mean, at all. There is a big problem in Payne County, Oklahoma, when they have a prepared statement to give to me. And believe me when I say I'm with the newspaper, and they believe my name is Brooks O. Jones. Right, Shonda?
Brooks O. Jones. I love it. My maiden name or my married name is Delaney, and my daughter's name is Mackenzie. And people are like, is she Irish? And I'm like, well, if she was any more Irish, then her name would be Mackenzie O. Delaney. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'll talk about that later. Pat fucked me on that deal. I need a new tube. But, I get really tired of calling these idiots.
Yeah.
And, all they have to do, I'm like, oh, would you like to hear it? Yeah. Should I?
Yeah, that didn't sound scripted at all. I don't even think that she's a professional breather.
I mean, I wanted to say to her, would you let your daughter date him? And what is this consensual bullshit? They're dating? And these things happened? I don't know. Nothing to say right now. I mean, nothing to say right now.
To be doing this minute. If you're making dinner, if you're drying the dishes, if you're checking your email, stop. Stop and take a good long look at the face that I'm about to show you. Pause your TV and make sure you get a picture. Take a picture of your TV, get a screen grab, and I need you to share it far and wide. This is Jesse Mack Butler.
Look at his fat ass. I tell you what, it pisses me off to no end when an appointed judge, not elected, appointed, makes these decisions. I mean, they ruin everything. Everyone, I can't say everyone, I'm talking about you guys, I'm generalizing. People look at, oh, the president, oh, this one. Look at these fucking judges, man. You've got to be kidding me.
"18 years old. He's from Stillwater, Oklahoma. That's a college town. It is also home to, Oklahoma State University, right? And it's about an hour north of Oklahoma City. And back in March, when Jesse Mack Butler was 17, he was charged as an adult with a string of sadistic sex crimes against 2 girls. They were fellow students at Stillwater High School. One of the girls was choked unconscious and almost died, according to her doctor. Jesse Butler was charged with 10 felony counts in all, and it is very important you see the list.
10 felony counts.
And he walks away with less punishment than somebody that was charged with a misdemeanor. Make it make sense.
Girl, I was driving across Oolagaw Dam one day, just got done going to the tanning bed, and I was smoking a cigarette and drinking a Diet Dr. Pepper. I threw him out the window, and I got a misdemeanor for littering.
I mean, I'm sure that you didn't get 150 hours worth of community service, but I'm sure that what did happen to you was way more than what this kid is getting for this heinous acts. These heinous acts. It's not just one. He is.
But they act like it's like high school kids playing around.
Right. This is not him stealing his grandma's car and going for a joyride and burying it in the lake. This is years off of these girls' mentalities, their mental, their emotional. Like, they'll never recover from this. And we're just supposed to just accept it because his daddy is helping somebody sign a paycheck somewhere.
Yeah.
It's disgusting. It breaks my heart. You know, I know that we touch on a lot of really, really sensitive cases, and there's times that I've got to take my breaks and I've just got to walk away, you know, and just shut it down and recenter myself and get back to my fun loving self, you know, especially having younger kids again. And it's just nothing can ever prepare for the next case that we cover. Like, I mean, it's just, these people are just.
You're exactly right, Rhonda. What I want to know is why no one in our state is talking about this. No one in Arkansas, no one in northwestern Kansas, no one in southeastern Kansas.
That's whenever she picked this up, when Banfield picked this up, and I seen my community members and my friends and stuff started sharing it. I was so relieved. Like I was like, here, this is finally, we're going to finally see something be done, or at least somebody speaking out about it and not just being told that we have to turn our cheek and just look the other way just because, you know, oh, well, there's a building for OSU, you know, like, it just doesn't make, it's so sad. It's just so sad. And that's our society. So I'm really, really, I'm thankful for you for picking it up and bringing more awareness to it, because I mean, this isn't the only thing in Payne County that's been swept under the rug. You know, I mean, look at the shooting that happened, and what have you heard on the shooting that happened at this last weekend? You know, like they don't.
I know you're exactly right. I actually saw it. I mean, Monday morning. I mean, that kid shouldn't have been in the country in the first place. I mean,
It's just insane.
He had no business being here. And when he was told your student visa's over, and they knew that he was doing some things in his dorm room he shouldn't do, then he decided to start shooting people. I mean, that's fucked up.
One of those will look the other way, you know, even if he was drawing suspicion to himself, it wasn't followed through, it wasn't checked up on, it wasn't, and even if it did it fall through the cracks? Did you forget about it? Did you?
Right now, law and order and justice never work fast enough. Morality does. Morality does.
It's just so sad. I mean,
it really is. I mean,
I just stick to myself.
Systems fast enough. We just can't do it. The police.
We've got to be careful going into one of the Walmarts in Stillwater. You know what I mean? Because
I wouldn't go there. Hell no, because all you can do is get discount OSU t-shirts.
I think you'll get a picture of what happened when you see this list of charges. 2 attempted rapes, 3 charges of rape by instrumentation, and you'll have to use your imagination about what that means, but yeah, it is literal. 1 count of sexual battery, 1 count of forcible oral sodomy, 2 counts of domestic assault and battery by.
Okay, the forced oral, he put a bag over her head and he had a hole cut out in it and told her, you have to do this. If not, you'll suffocate. Now, they're saying that all of these games were consensual. What do you think, Shonda?
If they were consensual out of fear.
Yeah, because
so that's not really consensual.
Because I can tell you right now, if Greg brought me a Walmart bag and tied it around my neck and cut out a hole and said, get on little Greg or you'll suffocate.
Yeah.
For one, I'd rip the thing off my head and I'd be like, you need to go somewhere.
As an adult, we explore, especially if we're with a partner that we trust, we're able to explore. And
this whole thing where they want to come like close to death, this whole thing they were playing, I mean, baseball bats and strangulation and everything. I mean, on one hand, I think something more is going on, between, him and his, I'm just going to say, ex-friends. And then on the other hand, I think that he should have gotten at least 20 years.
At least. I mean, this, and then, how are they, I know that they've got their programs to where they have to check in and stuff, but I just got a feeling that this kid, he's not going to do any of that community service. He's not going to do any of that counseling, because even his parents are looking at it as this isn't a big deal. It's kids being kids, or we'll throw some money at it. We'll make it disappear. And that is the problem with a lot of these youthful offenders.
Now, one thing they will not talk about, and it was not released in court, is the two girls that spoke up. And when there's two girls, guess what, Shonda?
There's more.
7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. They won't release their toxicology.
You think he drugged them?
Oh, I'm telling you right now. I mean, something was going on. I mean, nobody's going to put a ball bat in my ass.
No.
Something.
No way. That's an exit, not an entrance, I always say. Absolutely not. I mean, and these girls at this age are not going to consent to that. These are country, most of them are small town kids. I mean, they're not. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I just raised my kids under a rock or something. But even my son, like if I was to discuss this with him, he would be absolutely appalled to know the absolute disgusting details of this. My daughter would probably carry her pepper spray a little bit closer.
I mean, shield them from that. And by the way, your daughter, how old is she?
She'll be 19 on Friday.
Okay. Get her a GUN and teach her how to shoot.
Yep. That's exactly what me and my cut buddy was talking about right after I asked him, there has to be something that they can overturn if they find that this judge is morally out of bounds, and they go to start looking into her cases and they overturn some of her judgments. Can this not come back on him?
Well, I just sent you who appointed this judge, and it's very weird. It's on Facebook. We'll talk about it later.
I look forward to it.
And 1 count of domestic assault and battery. And while there were even more and way bigger charges that the state likely could have thrown at this kid, like attempted murder, the 2 alleged victims and their families had every reason to believe that the wheels of justice were hard at work on this case, both for them and for the accused, Jesse Mack Butler. And before I tell you what ended up happening, let me tell you why he faced those specific charges, what he actually did to those 2 girls.
Okay, we heard.
You should know that these
details.
Get out of jail free card, so I'm just going to continue to live my life with these minor inconveniences.
So during all of this, he allegedly is still trying to hook up with other girls.
Okay, so Justin from TikTok, that used to be his name, is actually a cool dude. But, I mean, when you see him at CrimeCon, he drinks White Claws. Shonda, have you ever seen a man that drinks White Claws?
I would probably laugh.
Okay.
Yeah, no. Twisted Teas are one thing. White Claws are another.
I mean, these girls are talking to people saying, oh, he's trying to hit on me. He's trying to hit on me.
People close to some of the students at the school
that he is still texting, trying to hook up, asking if they're single, things like that. So it's like none of this meant anything to him. Like, it's basically, hey, I got a slap on the wrist. This is a get out of jail free card. So I'm just going to continue to live my life with these minor inconveniences.
So during all of this, he allegedly is still trying to hook up with other girls at the school, presumably who know all about what happened to these two fellow classmates.
That's my understanding, yes.
Wow. I mean, I guess I should be surprised if he was violating a restraining order during all of this adjudication, during the fact that he was facing 78 years in prison. He still decides to violate a restraining order?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think we would be remiss if we didn't talk about a big elephant in the room here, which is who Jesse Mac Butler really is. So his father is a man by the name of Mac Butler, and if you Google him, he will show up as a former athletic director or director of football for Oklahoma State University, for OSU, which is a pretty big job. He worked at one point for LSU. He's been with several universities throughout bowl games, and then he was hired on at Stillwater High School as an athletic director. And if you look at the news article from when he was hired, the whole town knows who this guy is. Like, you know, a name that you know well around town is now coming to Stillwater High School. So this is a family that is very well connected to the Stillwater area. For a college town, a football town, you know, you can't get much higher than somebody who is involved in the athletics, which his father is.
Let me ask you this. Justin, how about this? The judge in this case, Judge Susan Worthington, I read your Substack about all of the figures in the justice system, and it did not sound good. They are extraordinarily lenient. Their track record looks as though it's like sexual deviance. Oh, well, whatever. A lot of the sentences, a lot of the bail has let sexual offenders run rampant in this community. First, I think this judge. Second, her father ahead of her. Tell me if I've got that wrong. But did Judge Susan Worthington here on your screen, was she also connected to the offender's dad at OSU or through any of the athletics programs?
So this is all, you know, unconfirmed.
I can confirm it. Yes, she is. She serves on the board.
A lot of those people that hold power like that are going to be associated with the higher ups at OSU, even with Ditch Witch over in Perry. Like they're all connected, all of them.
Yeah. Her own father swore her in, and she was appointed by Barack Obama.
Well, I think it's about time she retires, huh?
Yep.
Speculation or rumors, I should say, based on what I've heard, is that she and her dad, whose name was Don Worthington, and the two of them, I think it's worth noting, have kind of ran the bench in Stillwater, the judiciary, for about 50 years. So the two of them have kind of been, you know, over everything. And it's my understanding that both of them, the father and now the daughter, Judge Susan Worthington, are very much involved with OSU athletics, whether it's as donors, whether it's as supporters. That's just kind of what I've been told.
What's the recourse here? I got about 20 seconds left. There's got to be something that these families can do.
The only thing that you really have as far as reopening the case is if the DA decides to do that. I believe that's Laura Thomas. And based on what I've started to learn about her, that's highly unlikely. The only other thing...
Well, he should do his homework like I just did. Did everyone just hear me call the district attorney's office in Payne County? Shonda, did you hear it?
I sure did.
I gave my phone number, my email, and everything. So, you know what? Ring me. I know where she's originally from. She's actually from Cushing, Oklahoma.
I wonder if they all went to church together.
Very, very, very sad behavior. Very ridiculous behavior. I guess they're all just waiting for him to fuck up again and then put him behind bars. This is ridiculous.
that these families could do is probably sue the Butler family legally, given the fact that Jesse was under 18 at the time. That would possibly make the parents liable. But that's kind of the most you're going to be able to do, other than make sure that his face is everywhere. Because once, like you said, he turns 19 years old, this is wiped clean. So all we're going to have is a Google search.
It's just unfathomable. We just had the list of charges up on the screen again, Justin. It's just, again, 11 charges, 10 of them extraordinarily violent. He pled to them. This is not allegations. This isn't he said, she said. These things happened to those girls, and 150 hours of community service and a couple of check-ins, and no social media is all he's going to get. It just doesn't seem like this is America, if that's the kind of justice that these families are going to get. Stay on this with me. Please break in at any time. My phone is on speed dial to you. Let's continue to cover this and see what happens.
Put me on speed dial, Beigefield, because I am super pissed. Listen, we cannot have what Theodore Roosevelt called a polite society without a polite society. We don't need people out there wreaking havoc and doing whatever the fuck they want to do and getting away with it. It doesn't work that way. And this is absolutely egregious that this piece of shit has to pick up cans for 150 hours and takes 1 year of counseling. Bullshit. I am pissed about this.
Because therapy always works for people that don't want therapy, right? Or don't think that they need therapy.
Therapy's great for people that don't want their mind changed. That's how it goes. They want to pay someone to agree with them. That's what they want.
Yeah.
They want someone to say, I understand your feelings. I understand your feelings. I mean, everyone knows what they need to do inside. They just don't want to do it. It's ridiculous. And now here we have all this going on, talking about, white privilege and things like this. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, and they give the whole meaning over there in Stillwater.
And I want to talk to y'all about
It's absolutely crazy. And I'm telling you right now, that little bitch will be back in jail with a quickness.
crazy story about a 18-year-old white boy by the name of Jesse Mac Butler. And I don't know if y'all heard of this story or not, but it comes out of Stillwater, Oklahoma. Stillwater, Oklahoma. And I want y'all to listen to this. This story is going to let all of y'all know why and how the justice system is so corrupt, and how if you know someone, and especially if you're white, you will get away with a plethora of crimes and things that a black person would never, ever, ever.
I don't think old boy gets it. It's not about color. It's about greased connections and phone call after phone call. And so if I get this done, then I'll do this. I will take away all my pledges to Oklahoma State University unless you do this. It makes no sense to some people, but that is how it works. And I feel bad this man, feels that way, but that's really
Your
not.
life get away with. Some of these white people, the crimes that they're accused of, and it could be a whole bunch of them. It could be a slew of them, but they'll walk away scot-free just because either they're white or because they're white and who they know. Now listen to this story. Jesse Mack Butler is an 18-year-old from a teenager from Stillwater, Oklahoma. Jesse Mack Butler was sentenced to 78 years. 78 years. Those 7.
He was not sentenced to 78 years. It was recommended he gets 78 years. His own defense attorney said 20 would be okay, and then he can get the help he needs. So no one sentenced him. So when we let people out of the jail and we let people out of charges, I'm not talking about a kid that thinks it's funny to paint your mailbox. I'm not talking about the kids go down the road and they play baseball mailbox. Okay, I'm not talking about them. I'm not talking about the kids that steal a candy bar. The ones that think it's funny to egg a house. Okay, not talking about them. But when someone is violent AF, there is something wrong going on upstairs. That means their elevator gets nowhere near the top. They are volatile. They are confused. They don't understand things. And hey, whatever their illness is, I don't care. I want them put somewhere. This is me. This is me being a selfish American. I want them put somewhere where they can't harm another person. Would you let your daughter date him? What's your answer?
Absolutely not. No way. I think that I probably the type of parent that I probably would have been able to pick up on, because I guarantee you this kid is laying down bad vibes all over the place.
Oh, for sure. But I mean, this dude, I'm going to send everything to him from this show that keeps saying it's white privilege. I don't like that.
78 years was commuted to probation and 150 hours of community service by a judge. By a judge. Now, look at this here. Let me tell you what Jesse Mack Butler is accused of. Jesse Mack Butler is accused of strangulation, of
This is what happens when people don't understand their research. Is Jesse Mack Butler a piece of shit? He is right now. Will he change? Probably not. Probably not. When this guy is saying a white judge did it, look who appointed her. He will
Hey, Brixie, I'm going to have to jump down off of here. I've got to get clocked out and I got to go pick up the babies and speech, but I'm going to tune back in, so I'll be listening.
All right. Love you, sister.
Love you. Thank you so much. And I'll talk to you soon.
Okay. Bye-bye. I love Shonda so much. This division is caused in a different realm of our society. And it's spooky. It's spooky weird.
rape, violating protective order, And he did this to two teenage girls, 16, I think 15 years old. He did this to one of them. He strangled to 30 seconds of her life. Doctor said if it would have been 30 seconds more of the strangulation, it would have killed her. It did something to one of her veins and everything else. The other girl he raped, and she said she just would do what he said because he would be so violent towards them. Um, he would use objects on them, sexually, just all sexual battery, all kind of stuff. And he repeatedly are these teenage girls. Um, he he was convicted of the 78, but how it got dropped to 150 hours. Um, Jesse Mac Butler, his dad, Mac Butler, um, is the he is the athletic director of Stillwater public school system. So he's connected to the judicial system. He's connected to the public, to the politics. His father is connected to a lot of people with high power in that community. And Stillwater is like a little college town up there in Oklahoma. Um, so it's kind of small. So with his dad being over all this, he knows everybody, the judges, um, everybody. So the victims in this situation will get no justice. They will get no justice. And this boy is out walking scot free, walking around, while one of the girls is still recovering from the beatings and the rapes and the R's and the strangulations that she suffered due to Jesse Mac Butler craziness. Uh, he pleaded no contest to 11 felony accounts. 11.
No contest is not guilty. Impossible. Okay? And his incestual dad, his dad that's so influential in Payne County, needs to step back. And I cannot wait till 2026 and we get a new governor, because I want someone to go after every one of these counties and tell them how to act.
A couple of them being first degree are sexual battery and domestic assault by strangulation. Um, wow. Wow. And look at how they draw loopholes. If you're white, how loopholes are drawn. So what the
Okay, so I'm considering this a bit racist, okay? Because I found out Saturday morning that I am 100% white. And I have never had an upper hand in life. Let me try to call Pat real quick. This is getting ridiculous. So, I mean, because I'm white, there are certain loopholes for me. No, 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 no. Try to call Pat. Move it, OJ.
he dropped the adult, charging him as an adult to a youthful offender.
Hello.
Hi there.
Okay, so
Wait, I have a question. I have a question from Debbie before you tell me.
Go ahead.
She wants to know if you get to go dancing in Trump's new ballroom. Because that's what's all over our news. That he's ripping down the White House and building a new ballroom in the back, and you guys don't have to pay for it.
Oh, really? How weird. Okay,
Yeah, that's what he said.
I'm live right now, and this guy is talking about this guy that got away with rape and other things in Stillwater, Oklahoma. And this guy is saying with white people, we have loopholes. And I want you to confirm that is racist because I am 100% white.
You are 100% white, so what am I confirming?
That's it.
That you're white?
Yeah, that's it. That's all I need.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you want me, what, are you live right now?
Yeah, come on in.
Okay, I shall.
All right, love you. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
See, I told you she fucked me up.
He dropped it from adult to a youthful offender. So this gave Jesse Mack Butler an open door. As being a youthful offender, he had to drop things, move things around to fit for a kid, right? So now he get 150 hours community service. That's 78-year sentence going out the door. Going out the door. Now I'm telling you, y'all, this is what happens in the justice system all the time. And I've seen it plenty of times. A black man might get 1,000 years. White man walks free with 10 years probation. Look in Texas, those two white men, both of them murdered their wives, and both of them got 10-year sentences. This guy who just accidentally, black guy, Tony Earls, who just...
Well, that is horrible. You know, obviously, this guy has had a very hard time, and people who've had hard times. Hey, Pat.
Hi there. How are you?
Oh, good, baby. Very good. So this guy's having a hard time, you know, with, you know, how Jesse Mack Butler got away. I'm having a hard time with it. Huge hard time.
Yeah.
But when I hear this man saying left and right, white people get away with everything. I mean, I just found out Saturday morning I am 100% white.
Yes, that's correct. Your DNA shows that. Yes.
Okay. So, and that's okay. Is anyone going to treat me different since I'm white?
I don't think so.
Okay. Shy said, as a white person, I've never had or was allowed to use a loophole. Thank you so much for that. You know, OJ has more privilege than me. So, I think what it comes down to with this whole case is it comes to money and politics. And that's all I'm going to say.
Okay. And I have to say, I'm sorry. I don't know much about it.
Well,
So.
this I'm just going to call him a kid. He has done some horrible things to some girls around Payne County, Oklahoma.
Okay.
He was supposed to get 78 years. His own lawyer said 20 years, and the judge let him go.
Well, that's ridiculous.
I know. I've had it.
Right. That is ridiculous. What the hell? Why'd he let him go? You don't have enough room in your jails or what?
I have no idea, but that would never happen. Never happen in my home country of Ireland. They would keep you there for 20 years before you even see a judge, okay?
Yeah. Sorry, say that again.
I said, in my home country, I said, I mean, they will keep people there for, anywhere from 12 months, 2 years to 20 years before they see a judge.
Oh, you're talking your ancestors back in Ireland.
Well, that's okay. Yeah, I'll find them soon. It's okay. I've already made some contact with a few of them, and whoa, it's getting a little crazy. I'm like going through all this stuff, and I'm like, okay, do I want to know them? Every one of them, they all sound like Denny.
Well, sure, they're going to have the accent. Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's funny you called because I was just doing Henry Austin's. I just found his record of when he left Brest, France to come home from World War I when it was over. That's pretty nice. Tears me up.
Oh, I love that. Okay, let me get back to this.
Okay, dear.
Unalived, a 9-year-old girl in a car accidentally after he was robbed, received 20 years. And it was an accident. 20 years. This is what the justice system, this is what they have been doing to black people all along. But white people and white children, like if Jesse Mack Butler was a black child, 18 years, oh.
I just don't think he gets it. He doesn't get it. I mean, political contacts and money go hand in hand. I'm sorry, but they do. They do.
No, they always have.
They
Always have.
do. All the time. And so, I mean, I feel bad for this guy that he's feeling there's some kind of social injustice. The only injustice going through the court systems is people that have no money.
Yeah, that's an injustice. I don't know whether there still is prejudice out there. I honestly don't know. So I can't really say anything on that. Like, I'm not in your country, first of all. Mind you, I'm sure Canada's the very same.
Okay, well, I have an Indian that lives behind me. I have a gay guy that lives next to me. I have a hillbilly that lives across from me, and I have a black cat. So obviously, I'm not prejudiced.
Right. Yeah. I don't know anyone that is, but that's just my group.
No, I don't know anyone like that either, and I don't want to know them. Oh my gosh,
Right.
Hold on. Oh, Cat just sent me a super sticker.
Aw, hi, Cat.
Oh, thank you. Yes, I do. So I've been studying a lot. I'm going to talk about it on the members live tomorrow. About going through my DNA results, and I'm gonna, call some of my family in other countries and get to know them.
Okay, you have some in Australia, I noticed. You have a few in Scotland.
Yeah, okay. I've only reached out to the ones in Ireland. I can only do one country at a time. Okay, Pat?
I'd go for all of them. Get them all on the phone together. Wouldn't that be cute?
Mm-hmm.
They'd love it.
Well, I mean, the red hair and the freckles never made any sense. And my Papa Jack always said it was a devil coming out in me.
That's probably an old wives' tale or something.
Fine, that's fine. Well, I just want this kid, Jesse Butler. His ass is going to re-offend. Again, I hope everyone wrote this down. Today is October 21st.
Yeah.
It's 2:24 p.m.
Yeah.
Write it down. And when I come back and tell you, post it or whatever, I'm telling you, he will re-offend.
If he lives that long. You never know what's going to happen. Like, God can take you in a second, so.
Well, that's kind kind of a weird, like Bob Dylan mentality. I mean, he was
I
on.
love it.
No, he was on KOTV the other day because I mean he was doing something else at the Bob Dylan Museum in Tulsa, which I would go to, and he just said, "I just do what I want because God can take me in a minute." And I'm like, that is so fucking weird. And then you just said that, so
You see, Bob Dylan's, he got me through some rough times. I love his songs. He's a poet. He's not a singer.
well, I guess that makes sense.
Yep.
I guess
Okay, hon. Thanks everybody for letting me jump on.
anytime. I'm going to ask you something right now, Pat.
Okay.
How many years do you think Jesse Butler should have served in jail?
For this, oh, I'd say at least 25. I don't want him back on the streets.
No.
My son's going to be alive for, well, knock on wood, for another 25 years. I wouldn't want him out around my kids.
No.
So keep him forever.
I'm just so sick of these fucking people shutting down prisons and shutting down whatever. I mean, damn. And then where's the money go? Where does the money go? We're still paying the same amount in taxes, but you're shutting.
Yeah. Well, they'll find something else. They need to do something. So and letting people out of jail isn't the answer. You know, you have to fix them first. And I don't see any fixing going on some people. So keep them. I'm sorry.
No, I'm telling you right now. You can't, put the end of a baseball bat into a girl's butt and leave it sitting there.
Oh, is that what he did?
Oh, many things.
Oh, God. Yeah, well, maybe 35, 40 years.
Well, the DA recommended 78. If you go to the beginning of the show, you'll see what happened when I called the DA.
Oh, wow.
And he filmed himself strangling a girl.
And why would he get out? I'm not understanding that part. What am I missing?
Well, Pat, I know that you take notes and you binge all of my shows. Like you hang on every word I say. You're gonna have to look, okay?
Okay. I've been doing your genealogy.
Okay, all right.
Be nice. I'll go watch the replay right now so I know what you're talking about.
All right, love you. And I love all
you.
of you. And I will see you guys tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. We have 2 shows tomorrow. We have one for Summer Wells because Candace is acting up again. And then we have another one that's strictly members. So I will see you all back here tomorrow at 9 a.m.
Okay, thanks, Brooks.